Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? Black Couch Booker here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And if you're old to the channel, welcome back, Couch Crew. Anyway, man, we got a very interesting one for you guys today. I want to keep this intro short and sweet. Thank you for the success and the love thus far. One of my videos hit 30K, and you know, it's just crazy, man. I never thought I would hit that 30K milestone, but thank you guys for that. Anyway, man, y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it, because I'm gonna need y'all to walk me through this one. This one has been on my mind. So I don't even know what I'm gonna name this video, right? I've been trying to think of what I'm trying to say and how I'm trying to do it. Like you guys know, I don't write a script. If I gotta do research for a certain video, I'll do research. I'm not writing no damn script. I'm not telling no novel. I'm talking to my people. You guys are my people. So let me just say this, right? My original thought was that I would make a video about why or who or what. You know, I'm not even there yet, but basically, you know, why wrestlers, I almost died. Why wrestlers who reinvent themselves are rarely rewarded for reinventing themselves. That was basically the premise of the video that I'm trying to make currently, right? But then I had to think about it. Well, that's not necessarily the case, because there are wrestlers who have reinvented themselves and have, you know, achieved massive success from doing so. But you know, I have two sides of an argument, two sides of the spectrum, which makes for a good argument, a good YouTube video, a good essay. Because you should know your point, you should know the counterpoint, and then you should still have evidence to prove why your point is the point. So my main evidence for this point is Baron Corbin. A guy like Baron Corbin has, whether it's creative or him, that has reinvented himself as a character for so long, to the point where he can still stay relevant in the WWE, is one of the most remarkable things ever. Because reinventing yourself nowadays, people are often chastised for doing so, unless the character is just a massive success out of the gate. I'm gonna leave that there because I don't want to get too much into, you know, something else that I'm thinking. You guys already seen the video of why I think certain individuals need to reinvent themselves and get better gimmicks and etc. etc. You guys know the video, go check it out. 30K views. But so yeah, so that's basically my basis for that. You know, a guy like Baron Corbin is really the poster child of not receiving, you know, I don't want to say any grace, because at the end of the day, he's still on TV, he's still doing segments, he's still having good matches, but he really has never been rewarded for all the things that he's done, and I think that is egregious. This got the Lone Wolf, Constable Baron Corbin, King Corbin, bum ass Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin. Baron Corbin just with Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin with Apollo Crews. Like, this man has been through so many things. The evolution of this guy is absolutely insane. But what has he got from it? United States Championship run, NXT Tag Team Championship run. If he ever IC champ, I'll look it up and I'll let y'all know. But this man was supposed to be world champion. This man, I mean, to be fair though, it was his fault. He's the reason why he's not world champion, doing things back. When you have heat in the back, you know what I'm saying? It just be like that, man. He failed cash in, everything. So it is Baron Corbin's fault. However, that was so many years ago, and since then, he's been reinventing himself ever since. This man, Vince McMahon, booked Baron Corbin to be the damn constable, the GM, whatever, because Vince McMahon thought that women would think that Baron Corbin was sexy. Baron Corbin made it work. Baron Corbin made bum-ass Baron Corbin work, made Happy Corbin work, gave Riddick Moss, gave Riddick, because that's his name outside of, whatever, y'all know the fuck I'm talking about. The guy who used to wear overalls, I forgot about that motherfucker already, man. Shout out to him though, man. He with Emma, and I think they got married. Shout out to them. I wish him success. Actually, he wasn't Madcap Moss. I remember Madcap Moss actually liked him, man. Baron Corbin helped me start to like him a little bit, but then he got fucked over. But anyway, so that Baron Corbin is my main argument. But then I would have to look at the other side of the spectrum, where a guy like Chris Jericho reinvented himself so many times and is still doing so even in AEW, and he's been rewarded heavily for it. But obviously Chris Jericho was already favored, already proved himself worthy of that. So him reinventing himself was more of a courtesy than him having to do so. A guy like Baron Corbin had to reinvent himself, had to keep changing his character so he can stay relevant and he won't be, you know, in catering, big chilling. But Chris Jericho is Chris Jericho. End of the day, he could just go back to being Y2J and he'll be booked like a fucking monster. So it really doesn't matter. But then you gotta look at a guy like Mick Foley, aka Mankind, aka Dude Love, aka Cactus Jack, one of the masters of reinvention, man. If you listen, if you don't respect Mick Foley, man, I don't know about you, man. You might not know shit about wrestling, bro. That is the first character ever who I've seen like, holy shit, this guy can do it all. And Mankind, of course, is most people's favorite out of the bunch. That's my favorite for sure. But Dude Love was cool as well. You know, Cactus Jack is a maniac. You know what I'm saying? Then you just got regular plain old Mick Foley, man. So I always had a great time with Mick Foley. Then you have a guy like Bray Wyatt, The Fiend. You know, Bray Wyatt with Matt Hardy, you know, just regular Bray Wyatt, you know what I'm saying? The cult leader, you know, you have Bray Wyatt with the sweater, the Mr. Rogers Funhouse Bray Wyatt, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of evidence against me, but here's one case that is, this is one case that I'm a little wishy-washy on. Nikki Cross, right? Nikki Cross has reinvented herself multiple times as well. I will count 4. Obviously, you have Nikki Cross, that's Sanity, you know, the crazy, unhinged Nikki Cross. But then you have a little bit more tamed Nikki Cross, more cleaner Nikki Cross that teamed up with Alexa Bliss. Not as insane as Sanity, but a little bit more level-headed. You have Nikki ASH, which you guys informed me she came up with herself, and this man was like, hell yeah, it's gonna sell merch, it's gonna be good for the kids, let's do it, and that's what got her a women's championship. So I'll give y'all that, right? But I still don't necessarily think that gimmick within itself was super duper rewarding. The women's championship run was what it wasn't all that to me. At least she has that under her belt. And then now we have, obviously, Nikki is Abby the Witch. So Nikki Cross, I think, is a victim of reinvention as well. I think Nikki Cross is someone who could have been a women's champion at least 2-3 times off of the humble, because a program with Alexa Bliss would have been great over a women's championship instead of them being a tag team, or having that happen right after being a tag team. But I think they would have fell victim to that has already been booked with Sasha Banks and Bayley, pretty much with their women's tag team champs, and then Sasha and Bayley turn on one another. So I think they would have fell victim to that if they would have went that route. But that's something that I want to see, especially now with the rendition of, you have Abby the Witch going against Alexa Bliss Funhouse version. I would love to see it. Probably not going to happen. Alexa Bliss, you know, taking care of families. Shout out to Alexa Bliss. Shout out to Carmella. But it is what it is. You know, 2 people that I actually miss now. You know, absence make the heart grow fonder. On the other hand, I would say that, listen. I would say this, right? Reinvention. A lot of characters reinvent themselves because their shit got stale. And there are other characters who just reinvent themselves because they want to try something new. You know another guy who really didn't get shit out of reinventing himself, but he was over as fuck? Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy is one of those guys who knows about longevity, and he even rubbed off on his brother Jeff Hardy. When Jeff Hardy went to TNA, y'all think he wanted to be a heel? He had to take some creative liberty from his brother, because Matt Hardy, red hot. Even in WWE, when Jeff Hardy first left to go to TNA, and Matt Hardy did that version 1, the V1 Matt Hardy is one of my favorite Matt Hardys of all time, bro. I don't understand how you don't make that guy a champion. And then, alright, you don't want to make him a champion. He goes back to being, you know, Matt Hardy. I could slap a tornado. Matt Hardy, that Matt Hardy was fire too, going against the likes of MVP. You know what I'm saying? You know, going for the Cruiserweight Championship and things like that. Like, I don't understand. Matt Hardy's career is going to be one of the most puzzling things when it's all said and done. This man was never able to be World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Champion after, and he was better talker than Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy he had the aura. He won the fans over. He did the flips and shit. But Matt Hardy is an overall complete wrestler that just doesn't get a lot of credit. And Matt Hardy is one of my favorite wrestlers. So obviously, I like Jeff too, of course. But I'm one of the minority that likes Matt better than Jeff, because I actually seen Matt do things that's very different. The best Jeff Hardy for me was TNA when he was the Antichrist? He was another me is what they'll never be. If you know, you know. I love Jeff Hardy's band, by the way, as well. So like that was my favorite rendition of the character, Jeff Hardy. But Matt Hardy got fucked over, man. all he ever got out of it was tag team champions. I think he was United States champion one time. If I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, let me know. ECW. His main championship was the ECW WWE Championship, which is basically ECW when it got revamped. And it was a booty ass silver belt. He didn't even get the original belt. Dog shit. I'm trying to keep thinking of more and more characters that, you know, had to reinvent themselves, but those are really my main points. So am I right or am I wrong in saying that characters are rarely rewarded for reinventing themselves? The examples I gave you are the best examples. And those examples are guys who are going to be megastars regardless. But what about people who are tweeners that had the possibility to be an upper mid card to low main card, or, you know, was at the low card and built themselves up to be, you know, higher than that? Like, they were never rewarded for reinvention. And nowadays, I think you might not get rewarded for that, because a lot of you said in my other video, well, people are just being themselves. People are more comfortable doing this. But is that how you get over? Is that how you rise through the ranks? Is that how you become the best that you could possibly be? If Montez Ford reinvents himself, would he be rewarded? He might as well stay where he's at. It's basically what you're telling me. A guy like LA Knight, he didn't try to reinvent himself. They gave him that bullshit gimmick. The Max Dupree thing, he had to revert back to LA Knight. So is taking that risk, is listening to creative, like, is that detrimental for a superstar? I think that's the video, guys. Even though we're damn near at the end, I think talking to y'all, talking to my people, I think I found it. Is reinventing yourself worth it in modern day wrestling? Like, should you try to reinvent yourself, or should you listen to creative, or should you just try to be yourself? I think that's the question. And you know what? This might only be part one. I think we need to explore this a little bit more, because there are some more examples out there that I haven't touched on. But hey, man, listen, some videos, man, not super duper complicated. I just need to work shit out sometimes. But I thank you guys for being here along the journey. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe as always. And next week, you guys are gonna be in for something next week. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace out.